have an update tonight on a Local 12 investigation in the wake of calls to crack down on short-term rentals. A company that uses local apartment buildings as hotels is expanding. Walter Smith Randolph has the story.
It was just a year ago when we first told you about the Guild moving in here to Current at the Banks. The company operates as a boutique hotel, renting out apartments on Airbnb. The problem is, Current at the Banks was built with long-term residents in mind. But now the Guild is expanding here in Cincinnati despite concerns and an investigation from City Council.
I would tell whoever is in that building to beware.
Barbara Smurder made good on the promise she made when we first interviewed her last year. After 8 years at Current at the Banks, she moved out over concerns of safety and security.
Once the Guild came in, I didn't know who was my neighbor, who was coming in and out, who was letting people, in and out, because you didn't know who lived there.
Barbara says she's surprised to learn the city and developers are allowing the Guild to move into the Provident building in Over the Rhine.
All they were interested in is the money. So yes, they may have gotten the tax breaks at the time, but they could have cared less about who was living there.
Cincinnati City Council member David Mann requested the city law department investigate the legality of the apartment conversions.
The only issue with the Current was whether that was consistent with the development agreement that the city had with that building. So that would still be the question for the Provident.
The city gave the developer of Current at the Banks a $12.9 million tax abatement with the understanding long-term tenants would move in. Developers of the Provident received a 15-year tax break. This May 2018 agreement says 160 apartments would be built at the Provident with cheaper rents. It also says the project would address the need for more housing downtown.
I'm not sure it's inherently good or bad as long as the property is managed and the property is not a negative impact on the surrounding neighborhood. And long term, do we have enough housing for those who live here all the time? And is it having an impact on that? If it is, that's troubling as well.
I really did not feel safe anymore. So what do you need to do? Get the Guild out.
Walter Smith Randolph, Local 12 News.
We reached out to the Guild but did not hear back. We were unable to reach the Indianapolis-based developer, and Local 12 also asked for an update on the city's investigation, but we haven't received a response at this point.